Wake up. You have been lied to your entire life. From the moment you were born, they programmed you to be weak. They told you to go to school, get a safe job, obey the rules because that's what good people do. But what they really meant was stay in line, don't think for yourself, work for someone else. Be average. And guess what? It worked. Look around. 99% of people are broke, depressed, and lost. And it's not an accident. It's by design. But here's the truth. You don't have to play their game. The moment you realize you're programmed to lose is the moment you can reprogram yourself to win. And I'm about to show you how. If you're watching this, you already know something isn't right. You feel it. You look around and you see people walking through life like zombies, working dead-end jobs, miserable, overweight, broke, and depressed. And yet this is exactly how they've been programmed to be. Society doesn't want you strong. It doesn't want you rich. It doesn't want you to think for yourself. The system is built to keep you weak, obedient, and controllable. And the craziest part? Most people don't even realize they're trapped. From the moment you're born, they start feeding you lies. They put you in school, not to make you smarter, but to make you obedient. Sit down. Shut up. Memorize useless information. Follow the rules. Never question authority. They don't teach you how to make money. They don't teach you how to think critically. They don't teach you how to be powerful, because a strong, independent man is dangerous to the system. Instead, they teach you to be a worker, a cog in the machine. Do well in school so you can get into a good university. Take on massive debt for a degree that won't help you escape. Then, get a 9-to-5 job where you work for someone else, make them rich, and hope that one day, after 40 years of slaving away, you might be able to retire and enjoy what's left of your life. And while they're keeping you mentally weak, they're also making sure you're physically weak. Look at what they promote: junk food, laziness, instant gratification. They shove processed garbage in your face, pump you full of sugar, and keep you addicted to entertainment that does nothing for you. The average man today is overweight, out of shape, and addicted to distractions, video games, porn, social media. It's all designed to keep you comfortable, unmotivated, and weak. Because a man who is weak won't fight back. A man who is comfortable won't seek to change his life. They want you docile. A slave who doesn't even realize he's in chains. And it doesn't stop there. The media is designed to keep you afraid. Fearful people are easy to control. They tell you the world is dangerous, that you need to rely on the government, that you should never take risks. They push negativity 24/7 so that you stay distracted and miserable. They tell you success is reserved for the lucky, that the rich are evil, that you should just accept your place in life. But here's what they don't want you to know. The world rewards those who take control. The rich aren't sitting around waiting for permission to succeed. They understand that the system is a game, and they play it to win. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No politician, no teacher, no boss is going to hand you success. If you don't wake up and take control of your own life, you will stay exactly where they want you, broke, weak, and dependent. But you don't have to accept it. You can break free. You can choose to stop being a slave to the system. But it starts with you rejecting the lies you've been fed since birth. It starts with you deciding to become stronger physically, mentally, and financially. Stop wasting your time on distractions. Stop listening to people who want to keep you small. Start learning how money works. Start training your body. Start surrounding yourself with winners. Society wants you weak because weak men are easy to control, but you're not weak. Not anymore. The moment you realize this truth, you can begin reprogramming yourself to win. I'll tell you something nobody else will. You've been programmed since birth to be weak, obedient, and broke. The Matrix isn't some science fiction fantasy. It's real, and it's designed to keep you trapped. They told you to go to school, rack up debt, get a job, and spend your life slaving away just to survive. They feed you distractions, mindless entertainment, cheap dopamine hits from social media, and pointless debates, so you never stop to question why you're stuck in the same cycle as everyone else. The harsh truth is, the system isn't broken. It's working exactly as intended to keep you powerless, while the elites get richer, stronger, and more powerful. If you want to escape, the first step is to reject conventional thinking. Stop blindly following the rules they set for you. Ask yourself, who benefits when you work 40 hours a week just to afford a mediocre life? Who profits when you take out loans for a degree that doesn't guarantee success? It's not you. The system isn't built to reward intelligence or hard work. It rewards compliance. The second you start thinking for yourself, you become dangerous. And that's exactly why they want you distracted, weak, and broke. You must question authority at every level. Why do governments push certain narratives? Why does the media tell you what to fear and what to believe? Because they know that a population of strong, independent thinkers is impossible to control. They keep you living in fear, fear of failure, fear of standing out, fear of taking risks. But let me tell you something. The real failure is spending your life in submission, working a job you hate, earning just enough to survive, and never experiencing true freedom. The only way to break free is to take control of your own destiny. This starts with financial independence. If someone else controls your paycheck, they control your life. Your boss decides when you wake up, when you eat, when you go on vacation. He owns you. That's why you need to build your own wealth. Whether it's through business, investing, or high-income skills, you must stop trading time for money and start making money work for you. The rich don't work for money, they make money work for them. That's why they stay rich, and you stay poor. But money alone isn't enough. You need mental resilience. The world will try to break you, tell you you're not good enough, and make you doubt yourself. Most people give up the moment they face resistance. That's why they fail. Winners push through. They don't care what society says. They don't seek approval. They dominate. You must train your mind like you train your body. Eliminate weakness, remove self-doubt, and develop an unbreakable mindset. If you want to escape the matrix, you need to become someone the system can't control. You must become relentless. Because in the end, you either break free or you stay a slave forever. The reason most people stay broke, weak, and invisible is simple. They've already lost in their own minds. They walk around with a loser's mentality, believing success is for special people, for the lucky ones, for those who had it easy. And that's exactly why they never win. Because if you believe you're destined to be average, then guess what? You will be. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have, but most people let it be their biggest weakness. They let fear, self-doubt, and excuses run their lives. They convince themselves that life is hard, that success is unrealistic, that they're doing their best, when in reality, they're just lazy and weak. Winners don't think like that. Winners don't allow even a single doubt to enter their minds. They wake up every day knowing they're going to conquer, knowing they're going to get richer, stronger, and better. They don't waste time asking, can I do this? They tell themselves, I will do this, no matter what. That's the difference. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's an unshakable mindset of absolute confidence and relentless drive. And once you have that, nothing can stop you. The truth is, the world is built to break you. Society wants you weak. It wants you to doubt yourself. It wants you to believe you're just another number, another worker, another consumer. But the moment you decide to stop thinking like the masses, to stop accepting mediocrity, is the moment you take control. You have to program your mind to win. Every second of every day, you need to think like a champion. That means when you wake up, you don't scroll your phone, you don't complain, you don't waste time, you get straight to work, you push through pain, through tiredness, through distractions, because you have one goal: to be the best. People always ask, Tate, how do I get rich? How do I get successful? And I tell them, fix your mindset first. Because if you still think like a loser, you'll sabotage yourself even if you do find success. That's why lottery winners go broke. That's why weak men ruin good opportunities. Because their mindsets are still weak, and weakness destroys everything it touches. Winners, on the other hand, never lose, because even if they fail, they don't accept it as defeat. They learn, they adjust, they come back stronger. That's the power of mindset. So ask yourself right now, are you truly thinking like a winner? Are you training your mind every day to be ruthless, disciplined, and unstoppable? Or are you still making excuses, still doubting yourself, still waiting for permission to succeed? Because I'll tell you this, no one's gonna give it to you. You either decide right now to think, act, and live like a champion, or you stay where you are, broke, weak, and forgettable. Life doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't owe you anything. Most people sit around complaining, blaming their circumstances, crying about how life is unfair, while the winners, they're out there working. They don't care if they're tired, they don't care if they don't feel like it, because winners understand one thing. Discipline is what separates the rich from the poor, the strong from the weak, the successful from the average. You see, motivation is a scam. Everyone waits to feel motivated, like some magic force will push them to get up and work. But that's why most people fail. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. If you rely on it, you'll spend your life starting and stopping, making promises you never keep. Discipline, on the other hand, is permanent. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what makes you hit the gym when your body tells you to rest. Discipline is what keeps you building your business when everyone else quits. And discipline is what makes you rich while everyone else stays broke. Losers justify failure. They say, oh, I had a bad childhood, or I don't have the right connections, or it's too hard. Shut up. Do you think the world cares? Do you think the successful people you admire got there by making excuses? No, they faced the same struggles, the same pain, the same doubts, but they refused to quit. They looked at every obstacle as a challenge, not a roadblock. And that's why they win while you sit there scrolling through your phone, feeling sorry for yourself. The truth is, life is hard. You will suffer either way. You can suffer through discipline, the pain of working hard, sacrificing comfort, and pushing through failures. or you can suffer through regret, the pain of staying weak, watching others succeed, and knowing you wasted your potential. Either way, pain is inevitable, but one of these paths leads to power, wealth, and freedom, and the other leads to a life of mediocrity. Which one do you want? Every man has a choice. You can sit there making excuses, hoping for some miracle to save you, or you can stand up, take control, and do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. That's what winners do. That's how empires are built. That's how you escape the life you hate and create the one you want. So stop waiting. Stop blaming. Stop complaining. You're not a victim. No one is coming to save you. If you want success, if you want power, if you want to win, then get up and work. Every single day. No excuses, no days off, just relentless, unstoppable discipline. Because that's the only way to the top. And if you can't handle that, stay broke. If you wake up every morning and trade your time for money, you're already a slave. You clock in, obey orders, get paid just enough to survive, and repeat the cycle until you die. That's not life. That's a prison disguised as stability. They've convinced you that a job is security, that a paycheck is success. But what happens if you get fired? What happens if inflation eats your savings? What happens when you realize that no matter how hard you work, you'll never be rich working for someone else? The system is rigged. They want you broke, trapped, and desperate enough to keep showing up. Because the second you stop, your income stops. And that's exactly how they control you. But here's the truth. Money is power. And the only way to real power is to own your income. That means building something that pays you whether you work or not. Business, investing, real estate, digital assets. These are the things the rich use to escape the rat race. You need to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Learn skills that make you valuable. Sell something. Build an asset. Get paid for what you know, not just what you do. And once you start making money outside the system, you'll understand what real freedom feels like. When you control your income, you control your life. You don't answer to a boss. You don't beg for raises. You don't watch the clock, counting down the hours until you freeze, because you're already free. You travel where you want, live where you want, and spend time doing what actually matters. That's the difference between winners and losers. The losers work for money. The winners make money work for them. So are you going to keep being a slave, or are you going to take control? Listen to me very carefully. Your life is a direct reflection of the people you surround yourself with. If you're broke, weak, or undisciplined, I guarantee the people around you are exactly the same. You think it's a coincidence? It's not. You become what you tolerate. If you hang around losers, you will be a loser. If your friends waste their time complaining, playing video games, and scrolling on their phones instead of building something, guess what? You'll do the same. You won't even notice it happening. Their mindset, their habits, their failures, everything rubs off on you. You become trapped in a cycle of mediocrity because the people around you accept it as normal. But winners? Winners don't have time for excuses. Winners don't tolerate laziness. Winners demand more from themselves every single day. And if you want to become successful, you need to start cutting out the dead weight. It's harsh, but it's true. That old friend who always complains but never takes action, cut him off. That family member who tells you to just be realistic, stop listening. The harsh reality is that most people don't want you to win because it makes them feel worse about their own failures. They'd rather drag you down than watch you rise. That's why you need to be ruthless with your environment. Find people who are richer than you, stronger than you, and smarter than you. Surround yourself with people who make you uncomfortable, people who force you to level up. You should feel like the dumbest, weakest, and poorest person in the room. Why? Because that's how you grow. That's how winners operate. They seek out competition. They push themselves to be better. Iron sharpens iron. You think top athletes train with lazy people? You think billionaires spend their time with people who have a broke mindset? No. They surround themselves with killers, people who demand excellence, who push them beyond their limits. And if you want to change your life, you need to do the same. Change your circle, change your environment, and watch how fast your entire mindset shifts. This is the truth no one tells you. If you don't control your environment, it will control you. Winners don't let that happen. Winners take charge. Winners build their own circle of greatness. The question is, will you?